welcome back to Alexa, and today we are sewing a bucket hat. I'm gonna start off by ironing my denim scraps. If you saw my short, I have 37 pounds of denim fabric to upcycle into something new, so I'm pulling from that stash. In my previous video, I showed how to draft a pattern for a bucket hat. Check that video out. In this video, I'll be using that same pattern to make this bucket hat. New tool alerts. I bought the Madame Sew fabric chalk marker. Check out the link in the description to purchase it, but I am obsessed with this new tool. I love it. I'm actually using it to mark the seam allowance on all of my main fabric pieces. I'll be top stitching some fabric scraps on top, and I just want to make sure that I'm staying within the area that'll be seen. Just because I don't want my seams to be bulky if I add it to the entire piece. All right, before sewing the bucket hat together, I'm going to patchwork the main fabric pieces, the top, the body, and the brim pieces. I'm just going to take some small denim scraps and cut them into triangle-like pieces. Here, I'm arranging those scraps onto my piece. I'm just going to repeat that for all the main pieces. Once everything is arranged to my liking, it's time to pin it all down. I'm really excited about how this is turning out so far. Now it's time to take it to the machine. I'm using a denim colored thread and a long zigzag stitch to top stitch this patchwork down. How I'm approaching this is by top stitching a few rows to make sure everything is in place, and then I go back to make sure that the edges are top stitched down. Then after that, I'm just free flowing with the top stitch to make sure there's no pieces that are sticking up as much. And for the top piece, I'll be top stitching in a spiral. All done with the patchwork. Here I'm cutting out my lining pieces out of satin fabric, and I'll use that satin fabric for the top piece and for the body. For the brim lining, I chose to use a denim fabric. This construction of the hat makes it reversible. Just be mindful of your color choices. Since my linings are different colors, it's not reversible for me. So we have our top pieces, body pieces, and brim pieces. Let's start assembling. Place the two main body pieces right sides together, sew at both short edges, and do the same for the lining pieces. Snip the top edges of the body pieces to allow for sewing ease. Press the seams flat. Take the top piece and fold it in half and make a snip in it. This will be our notch. And then fold it into quarters and make another snip. And you should have 4 notches all around. Take the top piece to the body's upper edge with right sides facing together and align the notches with the seam allowances of the body piece. Pin in place, and then it's time to take it to the machine. Do the same for the lining pieces. Press the seam allowance towards the body. Turn the hat right side out, and then you want to top stitch an 1/8 inch from the seam for strength. Sew the brim short edges together as we did for the body, and repeat this step for the lining, and then press the seams open. Join the main and lining brims with right sides together. Sew around the outer edge, which is the wider circle. Clip the seam allowance and turn right side out and press flat. On the right side, you want to sew the edge down. This is optional, but you can top stitch rows 1/4 inch apart around the brim for structure. With right sides together, pin the main brim loop to the main crown. Sew around the inner edge to attach the brim to the crown. Press the seam allowance upward toward the crown and top stitch to reinforce. Place the lining crown inside the main crown with right sides facing one another. Align the raw lower edge of the lining crown with the inner edge of the brim lining. Pin all around. Sew completely around the bottom, leaving a 3 to 4 inch opening for turning. Turn the hat right side out through the opening. Top stitch around the base of the crown to close the opening. And there you have it. Give the entire hat a thorough press. I'm going to throw mine in the wash to get rid of some of that red marking. But this is a beautifully structured denim patchwork bucket hat lined with satin for comfort, and I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials in the future. And until next time.